Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm coming to you this Friday afternoon from my bed because I am on day one of my bleed and I can. So I've got my favorite blanket and I wanted to offer today a heart meditation and free check-in. And as you come in, drop me a little wave, just let me know you can hear me. And it's been a big week, and I don't know about where you are, but it suddenly feels very winter where I am. I'm internally in my winter, and outside my window feels winter. And this just felt like a really wonderful way to check in. Friday is always a really important day when I check in with women that I'm working with, reflecting on like, what are our wins? What have been our challenges this week? And those challenges, how have we risen to them as well? So it's always a really potent time to reflect. And also thinking about with that weekend ahead, how can we bring in both the learnings of this week and also with the check-in, what needs might need to be met in that bit of space if I have some space over the weekend to now tend to them. And so just giving you a moment here to check in, what have been those wins? What have been those challenges? Where are your energy levels on this Friday lunchtime? Where's your mood? How are you feeling in your body? And if feeling in your body feels quite far from what you've been paying attention to, let's just arrive there for a minute. What is it to be in your body? And so to start, let's just take hands on opposite shoulders and give ourselves a little squeeze. And as you just tune into that pressure and release, starting to shift your attention to the breath, not doing anything frilly with it, just breathing in through your nose and out of your mouth. And just keep that going. You might get up into the neck. It's feeling a little bit tight or could do with a little bit of attention. And you might blow the breath, you might shush the breath, you might yawn or sigh out the breath. You might do a mixture. Try each one and see what feels most welcome in your body, most needed in your body. What invites that softness in the jaw, perhaps even 5% more ease in the face, maybe around the eyes. And just giving yourself one more squeeze here down the arms. And then taking a moment to simply feel the arms after that. Noticing whatever sensation arises. What's the quality of that sensation today? Maybe there's some tingling or some warmth here. And from here, perhaps closing down the eyes or letting the focus just soften down away from the screen. Always, please remember, closing eyes isn't for everyone, and that's okay. Choose what feels most welcoming and most supportive for you. I'm going to take one hand on the center of the chest and the other hand just to rest on top. And now take a moment both to feel that sensation of hands on the body. So the sensation that your hands are receiving. And the quality of that touch. You know, we touch ourselves all day. We wash our hands, we have a shower, whatever, we get dressed. But so often that touch is not intentional. So what happens right now when you really offer that touch in a tender way, in a gesture which says, all right, I'm listening. And actually, I'm here for it all. All of whatever's here is welcome, is valid, is respected, is trusted. And then just slightly shifting your attention now to be the receiver of that touch. So both that physical sensation of the hands on your chest, Perhaps sensing that touch, also drawing attention to your heart beating underneath these hands. And the aliveness there. And perhaps just starting to draw the breath in a little longer so that the hands move a little with the breath. And how is it to connect to this inner rhythm of your physiology, of your breath, of your heart beating, of your aliveness? And then just refining that attention a little further now to sense that whole center of the chest, this whole heart space here. And begin to shift that attention so that we sense the breath moving directly in and out of the heart. And the space that the breath creates as it fills the heart and softens the space as it leaves the heart. And by heart, I mean the physical heart, but also, hi Joe, also that emotional center, that energetic center, which is the heart. And we're simply resting our attention on this space as we breathe. Sensing the breath moving in and out of this space. Just with total curiosity here. With this real friendliness, this real kindness. And just as when we placed our hands on our body at first, again, just reinforcing that gesture, that message to ourselves. I'm listening. What's here? And just taking a few more rounds of breath here, sensing the breath moving directly in and out of the heart. And what does the rest of the body begin to communicate? Might be through sensation, perhaps an image arises. As you continue to direct your attention here, what's the quality of your mood? Is there any emotion present here? And if so, where is that in the body? What's the textures, sensations of that emotion in your body? And as you follow that rise and that fall of the breath, that rise and filling of the heart, and that fall of the breath and the softening of the heart. And holding that curiosity here. Holding that curiosity around the quality of the breath. And what the inhale brings to your experience. And what the exhale brings to the experience. Because our inhale is directly connected to that sympathetic nervous system state, that activation, that activity, that energizing, that doing. And our exhale activates the parasympathetic nervous system state ever so slightly. And that's the grounding, the safety, the So even in one round of breath, we can be traveling between that sense of, oh, that energy, and then that sense of arriving, softening. And this wonderful reminder that even in these practices of slowing down, of pausing, we're never stagnant. We're always moving and dancing because of this aliveness, the pulsing, the rising and falling of the breath. And on that note, as we continue to breathe in and out of that heart, this vibrant heart, this alive and beating heart, this emotional heart, this wise and guiding heart. How is it to be in that and know that you are dancing in it as opposed to being still and rigid in it? And together, I invite 5 more breaths. With that attention gently on filling the heart with the breath and softening the edges of the heart with the breath. And with every exhale, perhaps with an invitation of, is 10% less effort available to me here? Maybe it's a 10% less effort in the shoulders or the fingers or the toes, the jaw, the tongue, the forehead, the pelvic floor. If that isn't available to you, then that is absolutely valid and welcome too. But what if 10% less effort is available to you here? Could these last few exhales together in this practice gently guide you towards that? And on your next in breath, let's fill up right to the top like a fresh glass of water. Take that comfortable pause at the top. And as you release your exhale, release your hands away from your chest and slowly bring them back down to your lap as your exhale leaves. Take a few moments just to see how you're doing now, how you're feeling now. What's here now?